Hey, what's happening, everybody? Anthony Conklin here. I'm a transformational, motivational speaker. I'm here to talk to you about great topics. So hello to my Facebook Live friends and hello to my Periscope friends as well. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you spending time with me today talking about great topics that motivate and inspire you to find your why. I am coming to you live from Connecticut, not New York today. I'm actually in Connecticut. So actually, I'm on the border of Connecticut and New York. I'm in the Northeast somewhere. So I'm in a great place. It's beautiful. It's sunny today. It's a little hot, but I am so happy to be here. So hello to all my friends here on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing it out. And all my friends here on Periscope, thank you so much. Jeremy Warner. Make sure you check out Jeremy Warner. Rush Impact Marketing guy is phenomenal. I thank him for my Snapchat geo filters. He did such a fantastic job. So thank you so much for being here today. Now, I just want to let you know, guys, I don't have an Archon mount, so my head's going to turn left and right because I have my iPhone here, my iPad here. So I am going to try to make sure I cover everybody today. I think it's going to be a great topic. I'm going to try to focus on what's really important, and what's important are your comments and all of your questions. So thank you so very much. Speaking of focus, that's the topic of what we're going to talk about today, is focusing on dealing with the people who believe what you believe. Now, I know that sounds like a big thing, and it sounds like a large task at hand, but it's very, very simple. So we're going to talk about that today. But let me back up. So to my, if you're new on my Periscope live feed, please press 1 on the chat box so I can give you a big shout out. And for my Periscope friends, if you don't mind, please swiping and sharing of all your friends on Facebook and Twitter and all of your Periscope followers. And for those of you that are on Facebook Live, just put a little hello here in the chat box so I can say hi to you. Hello to Bill, Dan, Tammy, Christian. Thank you so much for being here. And for those of you that are watching sort of in the troll side or the kind of stealth side, hello to you as well, because I know that you're here watching, and I really appreciate you. And for the replay viewers, welcome back. Hello, Nola. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy that you're here. So my name is Anthony Conklin. I'm a transformational motivational speaker. I help entrepreneurs and like-minded individuals connect their passion, which is something that drives you to do something in life, something you're really good at, to walk in your purpose and then connect it with your why. Your why is where you live, it's where you breathe, it's where you grow as a person, and your goal in life is not just to become the best version of you, but also be the best version of you so you can be the best version for others in your life, leaving a legacy and passing it on, not only to your family and your friends, but everyone in your path, because that's really what it's all about. Hello, Danielle. Thank you so much for joining. So focus is something that, ironically enough, I have challenges with. I mean, how many of you have challenges with focus? How many of you sit around and watch motivational videos all day or read articles all day and just have trouble focusing? Press 1 over here at Periscope, and guys, let me know if you guys have trouble here focusing, or if you have trouble with focus, let me know, because I can answer your questions about it, because I am the biggest offender when it comes to lack of focus and not having focus. So I'm sharing with you sort of real life experience, not stuff I read in a book, not something I found out in a seminar. It's been through my 25 years of corporate America experience and my 27, coming up on 28 years in the entertainment space. And again, I've had the opportunity to work with the New York Knicks. Very, very honored and blessed to work with people like Joe Girardi, who is the current manager of the New York Yankees, an amazing man, an amazing leader. Had the opportunity to work with him in his ALS Foundation, being an MC for some of the members of the current members of the Yankees and former members. I've had a great opportunity to work with people like David Cohn, Mariano Rivera, the greatest relief pitcher on the planet. I've actually had the experience of working with actor Richard Gere as well. And I don't say that to impress you. I say that to let you know that these are the people that I've been very blessed and fortunate enough to be surrounded by, to be able to share not only my message, but a message of life and what it's all about. So you see, I've already done it. I've already messed up on the focus thing. I went from one topic to the next, to the next, to the next. Now, my friend Brian Fanzo, who is diagnosed with ADHD, he talks about his issues with lack of focus, and he talks about it on his Snapchat. But I talk about focus here today, specifically, kind of getting back to what my topic is all about, is focus on people in your space who believe what you believe. Now, if you listen to what sort of conventional wisdom tells you, is you want to be the best for everybody all the time. Well, I can tell you that is a failing proposition. If you try to make everybody happy all the time, and you always try to focus on everybody all the time, you're going to wind up giving all of you away, and you're never going to learn from it, other than you're going to have tremendous amounts of anger and disappointment and depression, and you're not going to be good for anybody. You're not going to be good for yourself, and you're not going to be for anybody. So Hey Q, thank you for joining as well. Appreciate you being here. And thank you for sharing, guys. And for my friends on Periscope, thank you so much. So I want you to think about what you focus on every single day of your life. I am a big person who focuses on my health. It's important. As I've gotten older, I got issues with blood pressure coming up. I don't know why. I've been working with a trainer, watching my diet, doing all these kind of things. So, but on a personal level, I try to focus on my health. I try to focus on my family, my new wife. I try to focus on those things and being the best person I could be for them. But in the business side, I need you to think about focusing on people who really understand your why and understand what you're all about. Now, there are people who are, let me give you an example. So there are people that, or there are speakers that are very quiet, very reserved, very laid back, who happen to be phenomenal speakers, like Brian Tracy, who's a great speaker. And there are loud speakers, and you can name them all. I mean, I don't want to be celebrity name dropper. You know all the famous speakers out there. Some are alive, some are no longer here. I mean, you have Steve Jobs. So some of the speakers are very loud and very verbose and very out there, okay? And you may or may not gel with either one of them. So what am I really trying to say? Is focus on the people that resonate with who you are. I'm the kind of guy who is very overpowering, very loud, very physically expansive. I'm a very physical guy. I'm always touching people. I mean, people get the wrong idea because I'm always touching. It's just my way of communicating. I have a lot of love in my life and a lot of care that I share with people, and I do that through physical contact. I'm always grabbing someone's arm, touching someone's shoulders, and that's just who I am. So, if you're speaking to a group of people, let's say they're accountants, and you're talking about sales and excitement and interaction, it may not work with them. You could be the best intellectually prepared accounting thinking person, but if you're a salesperson and you're all about action and follow-up and getting in front of people and networking, speaking to accountants may not work for you. You may have the best product in the world. You may have the best offering in the world. You may be the best coach on the planet. But if you don't offer something that they don't believe in, it doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how much value you think it has. And it doesn't matter even how cheap it is. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to resonate with those people. So I've learned through reading and also meeting Simon Sinek and also reading about really people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So I would encourage all of you to think for a second about what you focus your time on. As an entrepreneur, are you focusing on the audience that resonates with you? Are you focusing on an audience that really understands your why? Because if you're not, what's going to happen is you're going to pull back and you're going to try to adjust yourself to the people who may not believe what you believe, and you're going to short sell yourself, and you're never going to get the value out of them, and they're never going to get the value out of you because you guys are going this way. Focus. Now, Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows. Think about what occupies your mind every single day. What's in your mind every single day that consumes you, okay? Those are the things that you need to focus on, because the people that think like you do, act like you do, resonate with what you say are the people that are going to want to trip over themselves to buy your stuff, buy your product, buy your services, whether you're a digital marketing strategy person, whether you're an online marketing person, whether you're a social media person, whether you're a speaker, whether you're a coach, life coach, business coach, accountant, pizza place, grocery store, whatever it is, you're going to resonate with those people. So let me talk about the people now that you should be thinking about for yourself. So if you're a laid back, quiet, reserved, accounting-based type of person, don't try to be Tony Robbins. Don't try to be the late Zig Ziglar. Don't try to be an over-the-top Steve Jobs. Don't be them. Be you. Be the person that you are. I'm the kind of person, I bowl people over with my words. I bowl people. Thank you on Periscope for sharing. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to go back and forth. Again, I'm trying to adjust my focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. My energy is floating to both sides. I want you to think about the 5 people that you spend time with, okay? 5, okay? I want you to write them down, and I want you to ask yourself this question. Put a plus and minus next to their names. What do they provide you in value? What do they provide you in personal value, professional value, value to your community? Do they think like you do? Do they do the things like you do? If you like to work out and they don't like to work out, is this someone you want to hang out with? I don't know. You could be like Q. I'll even bring Q into it. Q's a dancer. I've seen in some of her Facebook Lives. She's a dancer. Maybe she likes dancing because it's something that she loves to do. Now, if she's with someone who doesn't like to dance, it might not gel. I don't know. But if let's say Q's talking to a bunch of dance instructors, okay, and she likes dancing, well, that might work. That might work. But let's say, here's another one. Let's say Q becomes so educated in salsa dancing and ballroom dancing and foxtrot and all these great things that she's doing, and she's speaking to people who can't stand dancing at all. It's just not going to resonate. It's just not going to resonate. That's right. Dancers do stick. I agree. I'm a dancer. I've been a dancer for all the years I can remember. My point is that you need to surround yourself with people who believe what you believe. Focus on the people that know, like, and trust who you are as a person, who know who you are as an individual, and understands how you think. So there's a book called Start With Why by Simon Sinek that I encourage all of you to read. Now, here's the thing. You really need to understand why you do what you do. And that all comes down to focusing on who you are as a person. So getting back to focus, because I want to wrap this up quick because I know it's been really been dragging this out a little bit here, is focus on the people that believe what you believe, that understand what you understand, that this audience will resonate with who you are, not as just a person, but also as an individual, okay? But also as a community, that they think like you do, that they really understand like you do. So here's the takeaway. Here's the value, guys. Here's the value. Focus on people who believe what you believe. Surround yourself with 5 people who believe what you believe and understand what you do and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Because if you don't, you are definitely wasting not only your precious time, you're also wasting money and effort that's going to go nowhere. Focus on people who believe what you believe so you can grow as a person, grow as an organization, grow as an entrepreneur. Now, this is a tough topic, especially for me, because with my ADD, I tend to get off point a little bit, and focus has always been tough for me. So here's the last point I'd like to bring up to you. Let me wind up this Facebook live stream, is that here's what I do to try to keep myself focused and on point. I write down 3 things I know I must accomplish today. I put the letter M next to it, as in I must accomplish these things today. And you cannot negotiate any of them, because these are critical, not important things. These are critical things that you need to do to really, really get them done for the day. You have to get them done for the day. There's nothing you can do to renegotiate it, to push it aside, to give it to somebody else. It just doesn't work that way. So what I do is I write down those 3 things I need to accomplish today, and then I write down 3 other things that I'd like to accomplish. They're important, but they're not critical. And what I do is I schedule my time every day, knowing that I have to focus on these 3 things. Like right now, I've been able to schedule my live streams at 12 noon. That means 12 noon Eastern, every day I'm going to do a Facebook live stream. And it's not negotiable. If I have an appointment someplace, or if I have to go be somewhere, I have to go make a phone call, I'm going to schedule around my 12 o'clock stream. And to my friends over at Periscope, thank you so much for being here and being so patient. I appreciate it. All of you that have been here, you guys are awesome. And thank you for sharing as well. So again, the takeaway here, guys, is this. Focus on people who believe what you believe by surrounding yourself with people who believe what you believe. And that's by being yourself. You have to be yourself. Don't try to be other people, because they're doing something that works for them, and what works for them may not work for you. Be you, act you, execute on you, deliver on you, be the best you can be by focusing on your strengths. Surround yourself with people who believe what you believe, and the benefits, not only professionally, personally, spiritually, are going to be tremendous. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this Facebook live stream. We talked about focus. And for you replayers, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you for being so generous with your time. And I appreciate you so very much. So for those of you that just joined me, again, my name is Anthony Conklin.